Hello, everybody, and welcome to Week 3 Thursday Night Football, an AFC East matchup on the horizon as the Buffalo Bills welcome the Miami Dolphins to town under a lit-up Highmark Stadium from Orchard Park, New York. Looking forward to these two teams battling it out. Seems like they play on Thursday night every year, whether it's in Miami or right here in upstate. These two always deliver an entertaining matchup, no matter their records, and they're ready to deliver us the same entertainment in the opening game of week number 3. 30 total pick'ems have been submitted, and we have quite the distribution today. We'll break that down in just a moment. Good to have you guys joining me here, though, for the opening game of week number 3. 2-0 Buffalo Bills hosting the 0-2 Miami Dolphins. Josh Allen, reigning MVP at quarterback, and Tua Tagovailoa is the visiting QB for Buffalo. Apologies, couldn't get their jerseys correct. I'm going to blame Madden's customization for that one. But what matters is who's on the field, and here we go. Jason Sanders on the kickoff. We're underway. Bills will start out on the offensive end, but an unstoppable force to be reckoned with thus far. They will begin with terrific starting field position all the way out to the 35-yard line. As Josh Allen trots out onto the field, put up 38 points in week number 1, 31 points in week number 2. With victories over the Baltimore Ravens here at home on Sunday Night Football and the New York Jets on the road last week. Welcome, John Zeller. Welcome, Lav. A little early today. Got to get this in before Game 7. Don't want to compete with that, that's for sure. But here we go. Week 3 is officially underway. Josh Allen get a handoff to James Cook, left side, getting us started. Bouncing this one across the 40, up to the 42. It's kind of a last-second decision. I didn't realize the NBA Finals is going to be starting at 8 o'clock tonight. Usually when it's in OKC, it starts at 8:30 my time, so I'm usually a little bit safer there. It is what it is, though. What up, LaShawn? What up, Exo? Cook picking up 7 on the opening play. Now Josh Allen through the air. Dangerous man. And he finds Khalil Shakir with the opening first down. What a mile high. Hope Tua stays healthy this year. Ironic you say that in a game against the Bills, because that is exactly where he got hurt last year on Thursday Night Football. All the way back in week 2 of 2024. Been just a while since then. Dolphins, though, have dug themselves a hole. 0-2. Not too many teams make the postseason, starting off winless through the opening 2 weeks. Josh Allen going to find his tight end, cutting upfield. Dawson Knox finds himself an 8-yard pickup across the midfield stripe. Bills into enemy territory first. Yeah, as for Miami, though, been a bit of a heartbreaking season thus far. Didn't play very well against the Colts. Tagovailoa poorly protected against the Indianapolis Colts. And then, of course, last week in week 2, giving up that crazy fumble touchdown. There's Khalil Shakir again. Very end of the game. What up, Hartley? Going to be on 3 soon. In all likelihood, trending that direction. Doing pick'em today? Yes, sir. The form should be up already. Over under on starting Dolphins quarterbacks, I'll set it 2.5. I'll take 2. Josh Allen from the pistol here. James Cook awaits the handoff there. Left to wait. Marker down, and so is Dawson Knox with around a 10-yard pickup. A whole lot to sort out here. And we will see. It's all coming back. Didn't even matter. Pacers winning tonight? Okay. I don't see the Dolphins doing well this year. Mike McDaniel will be on the hot seat middle of the year. I like that. It's a good take. I like McDaniel, but I would agree. Bills commit the opening penalty with an illegal man downfield. Sets him back 5 yards now to 1st and 15. Dawson Knox in motion. Josh Allen going to check this one down. Incomplete. That one hauled in at the 33-yard line by Keon Coleman. Second year here in Buffalo. Break down the Bills offense real quick. Josh Allen at quarterback 1. James Cook, Ray Davis at running back. Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, Josh Palmer, and Elijah Moore at wide receiver. Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. Tight end 1 and tight end 2. They will take each other's responsibilities quite often in this offensive set. Here's a 4-man rush, and Allen going left side. Finds his running back into the red zone. Diligent opening drive thus far from Buffalo. I think we'll see Quinn Ewers before week 8. I like that take, actually. Yeah, Dolphins have a very brutal schedule this year, I think. That is not out of the equation. That's for certain. Run-heavy formation to the left side, but an RPO going up top. Passes hauled in at the 20-yard line. Khalil Shakir works forward. Nice recognition there from Josh Allen. Sees all the cushion. Realizes his wide receiver's got a better chance picking up 5 than his running back through a busy crowd. Katie to the Rockets. That means Wemby's going to San Antonio. Or not Wemby. Giannis is going to San Antonio to join Wemby. That's what I'm dictating. Shakir with his 3rd catch already. 6-yard pickup that time. Keon Coleman motions out behind Josh Allen, but a screen pass set up to the running back, James Cook, around a defender inside the 10. Almost broke his ankle. Got dragged down by the toes. That is a very dangerous thing. I wonder if they'll start penalizing ankle tackles. You know, hip drop tackles were penalizable, but it wasn't happening very often. Ankle tackles are just as dangerous, man. Goal-to-go situation now for the Buffalo Bills. Allen off the bootleg, steps left, fires with a marker down, and a one-handed catch by Shakir. But will it stand? That is the question. And it looks like it's coming back based on the camera panning, and it is. Oh, how disappointing. Deion Dawkins ruins the party. Going to have to buy Khalil Shakir a beer after that one. That is unfortunate. Heck of a catch. Would have gotten week 3 off on the right foot. But instead, penalty sets him back. What up, Henry? Broncos going 13-4. Could happen. Second illegal man downfield penalty of this drive for Buffalo. Back to the 10-yard line. Handoff is to James Cook. Little jump cut, and he finds the end zone anyway. That is a terrific opening drive for the Bills. That is a statement made in the first 5 minutes here at home. Bills looking to get to 3-0 on Thursday Night Football. They are looking good right now, let me tell you. And I will tell you one more thing. The pick'em split for today, about as one-sided as it has ever been. 28-2 in favor of Buffalo. So not a whole lot of leverage for those of you that picked the boys in blue today. Josh should just run it. Yeah, that's not happening too often in Madden. Extra point up and good, though, from Tyler Bass. Maybe in Madden 26. Josh Allen's getting that QB sneak. But for now, Bill's going to take that one and give it to the running back and take a 7-0 lead against their division rival, Miami Dolphins. Got the Chargers winning the AFC. Wow, that is wild. I mean, I like Harbaugh, don't get me wrong, but I just can't see him winning the entire division. Conference, I should say. Coin pick Miami, so I'm hoping for an upset. Yeah, you and the mock draft guy, but hey, he knew something a couple weeks ago, so you're in good company. If there's one other guy to have right there, I think that's the best one, but 28-2 is the difference today. Malik Washington on the return here for Miami. Cannot do as well as Buffalo. Only out to the 25-yard line. Tua Tagovailoa will take over and look to hang on to the football this week. Was about to lead a game-winning, and at the very least a game-tying touchdown last week against New England at home. Ended in disaster. He was stripped of the football. Patriots took it all the way back with a game-sealing touchdown. Dolphin offense just got to protect the football a little bit more. They're a couple of turnovers away from being 2-0. Handoff down the middle, off to a good start is Devon Achane with a 4-yard rush. Speedster, his rookie season, went through some injuries down the stretch, but no more Raheem Mostert. It's going to be him and Jalen Wright at running back. Tagovailoa at QB, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Nick Westbrook, and Keenan at wide receiver. Jonnu Smith, for the moment, still a tight end here with the Miami Dolphins, and Julian Hill at the backup. Handoff here up the middle is going to Devon Achane once again. He'll pick up 5, setting up 3rd and 1. What up, SM? Sweeping everyone in the division this year? The Ravens? I don't know, man. Probably splitting with everyone if we're being real. Maybe sweeping the Bengals. 2 backs in the backfield. Looks like Alec Ingold, actually, the fullback to the left side of Tagovailoa, as he sets Tyreek Hill in motion. Play clock inside at 10. He will find Hill on the swing pass. Nice little orchestration play there from Miami. I like that. That is a play that demands perfect timing. And it actually does work out that time for the Fins. Still eyeing that first victory of the year. 0-2 hard to surmount 0-3. Sometimes unheard of. Not many teams find even a winning season after 3 losses to kick it off. Little outside pass here, hauled in by Jonnu Smith. He'll pick up 6 on his first catch. Sweep of the Bengals, Steelers most definitely, Browns most likely too. I mean, most definitely for the Steelers. Come on now. I feel like the Steelers and Ravens split every year. You know it and I know it. It just happens. Smith picks up a half dozen on his opening catch. Big jet sweep and the handoff up the middle to Devon Achane, swallowed whole by Matt Milano. Pick up about a half yard there, up to the 44. Bills, though, force another third down. My rest starters week 18, wow. Wish I had that confidence in my team. I will say that. Tagovailoa under center as we are under 3 to go in the opening quarter. Fake jet sweep, handoff to Devon Achane across midfield, making one guy miss, taken down at the 48. Drive extended once again. Fins are 2 for 2 on third down. That is a favorable statistic for Miami as they seek the touchdown to draw even. Mike McDaniel's chest still poking out of his jacket, though some things never change in Madden. Fins enter enemy territory here at Orchard Park. Another handoff to Devon Achane. Matt Milano's going to have his number all evening. Tua yet to throw a ball really downfield, had that swing pass an outside ball. Maybe that is the key to success for Miami here. Too much Tua. Not a good thing all the time. Really want the Bills to win the Super Bowl? I'd be okay with that. Bunch formation to the right side of Tagovailoa. Tyreek Hill, the lone receiver, to his left, but another handoff is going up the middle. 6th carry of the drive for Devon Achane. And it will only pick up 3 yards there, not reaping the benefits too much. The FBI back in chat. Bills on the Dolphins. They really have recently, haven't they? Flacco owns the Browns, Steelers, and Bengals. Might own the Ravens here soon. Third down of the drive for Miami. Bills bringing pressure, and Tagovailoa is buried. Terrell Bernard gets home, and the Bills will finally force a punt. You feel like they have been nipping at the chain there, trying to get that blitz in, but they didn't want to show it too early on a 3rd and short. When the Dolphins were threatening to run the football, why not give it to them on a 3rd and medium when you know they're going to throw it? That one works out beautifully. Ryan Stonehouse on for the punt now for the Dolphins. Former Tennessee Titan puts his right foot through this one and shanks it out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Looking like my pitching wedge yesterday. That is a 19-yard punt. When it's all said and done. Under a minute to go now in the opening quarter. Pacers Thunder Game 7. I'm taking the Thunder by 8. I think it'll be within like 4 scores the entire game, though. I don't foresee a blowout. I did a few days ago. I changed my mind, though. Bills taking over at the 32-yard line. Looking to replicate their opening drive. Off to a good start here with the check down. On the crosser to Dawson Knox. 5-yard pickup for number 88. No love for Kincaid yet here in week 3. Second 5 coming up. Saw Panthers content creator react to your Panthers Cardinals sim. Really? Who was it? James Cook to the left side of Josh Allen this time. 4-man rush as Allen steps up in the pocket, looking to take off, and he will do so. Picking up the first down. Hit hard from behind. But he springs back up, and everybody in attendance is ecstatic. Bills lead 7-0 after 1 here in Orchard Park. The Week 3 kickoff on Thursday Night Football between the 2-0 Buffalo Bills and the 0-2 Miami Dolphins. What up, Zambal? 2020, is he like a big concert creator? Halliburton game winner in OT, that would actually kind of feed families, not gonna lie. That would be awfully cool. Doubt it happens, but you never know. Second quarter is underway here from Orchard Park. Lights are only getting brighter. Josh Allen, though, not shying away, stepping up in the pocket, firing deep downfield and wide open on the sideline. Curtis Samuel balls that one in inside the 30. Okay. Bills marching down the field. Yeah, is this hang on, Hunt's 23. Oh, he's got like 6K. What's up? Wow. I had no idea. Very cool. That happened on Twitch, I'm assuming. That is pretty cool. Bills, though, off to a great start. Trying to double up on their lead here on just their second drive. Handoff is to James Cook going left side. Couldn't escape, though. Up top, well played there defensively by the Miami Dolphins. Breaking down their defense. Matt Dickerson, Zach Sealer, Kenneth Grant, Jordan Phillips, Jalen Phillips, Tyrell Dodson, Jordan Brooks, Bradley Chubb, Storm Duck, Jalen Ramsey, Kader Kohu, Ifeitsu Melifonwu, and Ashton Davis make up the starting defense for the Miami Dolphins as they look to make their first stop of the night. Not going to happen, though. With the incompletion, nobody had a shot at that football. Way overthrown from Josh Allen. Does he have a Twitch, too? Hang on, let me look this up. I'm assuming he does. He didn't have a lot of YouTube content, so. 2020. Oh, he's live right now. No way. Fire. Incompletion sets up a 3rd and 8 for the Buffalo Bills. Keon Coleman motions in from the bottom. Allen going to zip this one down the middle, and it should have been picked off. Wow, that was a poor pass. One of the most popular Panther creators. Nice. Was he reacting to me on Twitch or YouTube, though? Unless he was like live streaming it. I didn't look in that tab. Tyler Bass on for a 44-yard attempt. Buffalo fortunate to even have a shot at going up 10. It's on the way, though, and good. Don't do that to me, Josh. That was dangerous, wasn't it? Very dangerous. 9:04 left to go in the second quarter. Bills fans feeling good here at home. Ahead by 10 over the Dolphins. And I feel like Miami actually might be the more relieved team to be playing in Buffalo in September, not December. A team that constantly is playing in exhausting heat. Fortunate for once to be playing up north when it is lukewarm outside and not freezing cold. Dolphins take back over, still looking for their first points of the evening. Return out to the 26-yard line by Malik Washington. Will return to Atunga Vailoa, who was sacked to end his previous drive after converting 2-3. Live stream on YouTube today. That's fire. Lots to go. Check that out. Here in a little bit, actually going to open the tab real quick and remind myself to give him thanks. Fins taken back over. 9 minutes to go before halftime. Still scoreless here on the road in week 3. And that is a one-handed catch out in front for a pickup of 6. There is Jalen Waddle. His first touch of the football today. Okay. That was fire. Heck yeah. Don't forget the likes today, of course. Waddle picks up 6 on his first catch today. And he does it in style. Bills only going to rush 4 again. Atunga Vailoa with the pocket. Crumbly sets and fires this one downfield again. It's Jalen Waddle out in open space across the 45-yard line. We got 18 people in chat today. Appreciate you guys joining me for an earlier stream than normal. Don't want to compete with the MDA finals. They'll beat me every time. So drop a like if you have not yet already for the opening game of week 3. What up, Flash Gordon? Read that in a moment. Dolphins into enemy territory for the second time today. Right around where they were rejected on the opening drive. Atunga Vailoa scampering right side, and Rousseau tracks him down for the sack. 3-yard loss. Miami's trying to win by the talent. Hill and Waddle, that quarterback. Bills are about beating you by toughness and good coaching. Talent versus toughness. Problem is for Miami, I don't think they use their talent enough to compete. Yeah, Mike McDaniel's kind of been regressing as the head coach of the Miami Dolphins the last few years, I feel like. And that sack sparks the crowd once again. Loss of 3 for Atunga Vailoa. 2nd and 13 now. Another handoff inside to Devon Chan, running right into a brick wall. No gain on the play. Taylor Rapp with the wrap up. All of a sudden, it is 3rd and 13. Bills trying to make another stop here inside their own half. Dolphins got to get to the 32-yard line. Atunga Vailoa backpedaling, now steps up and sacked again by Greg Rousseau. 2nd of the drive. Back-to-back drives ending in a sack for Miami. Might be a blowout here for Buffalo at this rate. Fins cannot catch up. They just simply cannot withhold it. Ryan Stonehouse returns to the field, looking for something better than a 19-yard punt. Getting this one away, angled out of bounds at the 15. That'll do a little bit better. We will call that one a 40-yard punt, pinning Josh Allen 85 yards away from the end zone. Might see another backup QB at this rate. You're not wrong. I don't think it's Quinn Ewers, though. Could be mistaken. Not sure if he is the registered backup on this roster or not. Could be, though. Bills taking back over, up by 10. Josh Allen off the play action, immediately sets and fires this one. Complete to his tight end, Dawson Knox. Allen over 100 yards passing. Bills are just giving it to Miami right now. They're in prime December football form as it stands. Ball up to the 30-yard line. Josh Allen pointing out defenders here, making sure his offense is notified. Going right back down the middle, strikes that one in there to Joshua Palmer, the former Charger. A gain of 14, and the offense is clicking on all cylinders. Coming out here and absolutely dominating right now. James Cook can't even see the football in a while. Dangerous dual threat offense of Buffalo. Allen once again well protected. Sidearm going deep downfield, and it's hauled in. Jalen Ramsey in coverage. Not enough to stop Keon Coleman. What a catch from the kid. Take a second look at this one. Josh Allen up his flat foot. That is an all-pro veteran quarterback, and Keon Coleman simply wanted it more. Sets up the Bills' goal to go. Josh Allen feeling good here at home. Number 17 in his element, looking for back-to-back MVPs as James Cook gets the football. First carry of the drive, and he'll settle for a 2-yard pickup. Already at the midway point of the second quarter. Most of the season, it might have to be. It is up there, that's for sure. Khalil Shakir joins James Cook in the backfield. Alongside Josh Allen, rolling left, fires on the run. Hauled in by Shakir, falls in backwards to the end zone. And the Bills are pouring it on here at home. Getting ugly for our Dolphin fans. Wow. This team simply battling right now in front of their home crowd. Second primetime game in Orchard Park. They are playing like they are the primetime team of America right now. Khalil Shakir does it again, and Josh Allen gets in the books for the passing touchdown. Big for the fantasy. Looking more for the rushing, though, I'm sure. Tyler Basson now for the extra point. Looking to put the Bills up 3 scores. It's on the way, and it is good. 17-0 lead after a 5-play, 85-yard drive, which all was set up thanks to Keon Coleman's heroics at wide receiver. Now all these fantasy players have touchdowns, all 3. Yeah, who's got a Shakir? I don't even remember who's got who anymore. Apologies if you typed it in earlier. I was probably setting up stream. Wow. This game getting a little chaotic. I'm hoping the Dolphins can battle back for entertainment's sake, to keep you guys intrigued. That's what matters most to me. Kickoff is back. Dolphins facing their largest deficit of the season here as Malik Washington's tried to spin free. No room available. Past the 25-yard line. Tonga Vailoa right back to it. Dolphins have shown some promise offensively. They just cannot get past field goal range right now. They just begin to crumble and give up leverage on the opening couple of plays. Still got Ramsey rated 95. Madden tends to favor veterans a lot. Does not shock me whatsoever. Just 54 total yards of offense today for the Miami Dolphins as they are battling here on the road Tagovailoa off the play action, picks out his tight end, Jonnu Smith, taken down by a couple Buffalo Bills, Terrell Bernard and Damar Hamlin. Bring them down as we break down the Buffalo defense. Greg Rousseau, Joey Bosa, Daquan Jones, Ed Oliver, Matt Milano, Terrell Bernard, Dorian Williams, Christian Bedford, Maxwell Hairston, the rookie, Teron Johnson, Taylor Rapp, and Damar Hamlin make up the starting 11 for the Buffalo defense. Tua now going to approach this one from the empty. Sets his feet, fires this one deep down the middle. We've got separation by himself. Tyreek Hill is gone. And a backflip to celebrate. Miami right back into it. They were quiet for a while, but not for long. Tyreek Hill pulls away, separates, and scores. I don't know that we've ever seen the Tyreek Hill backflip celebration. I was hoping he'd enter the end zone with a backflip. That would have been cool. That was wild. All right. Plouffe got Shakir, Chili got Cook, I got Allen, got you. Extra point on the way, and it is good. Wow. What up, A-Rod? That was a heck of a touchdown. Can't lie. Got me back into it. The entertainment has returned. Smokes Hairston, I guess so. Where is he from, Kentucky? I actually watched a decent amount of Kentucky football last year. Oh, the song? That was the link you sent me yesterday, right? I have not listened yet, I can't lie. Return here from Buffalo. Out to the 24. Bills will take back over. Josh Allen stats for today, near perfection. Up there in the 140s for QBR right now. Hairston is from Kentucky, yeah. Backflip was fire. Can't lie. Down by 17, though. I don't know how fire it was. But hey, now they're down by 10. So you know what? Good for Tyreek Hill, celebrating what's his. Josh Allen, though, still in his X Factor. Bills trying to take this drive with them into halftime, if possible. Allen, though, moving the football down the field with so much purpose right now, it's hard not to score quickly. That's a 19-yard pickup to James Cook. I just realized now for fantasy purposes, it's going to be difficult for me to get any leverage in this game. I kind of got to hope the Bills just stop scoring. Drop of the goal line, not quite, but I like the way you think. Approaching 3 to go now in the second quarter. One side end, one wide running back set here. 3 wide receivers out there for Josh Allen. Going to pick one out with a one-handed catch again. Keon Coleman showing off here against Miami. I love it. Why not? Clock still ticking. Only 2 plays in Buffalo. Into the Miami half once again. They should start paying rent across the 50-yard line. Allen uncorks one. Check down football. Hold in to James Cook. And now Allen over 200 yards passing. Bills probably could take their time here down to the 2-minute warning. Dolphins trying to force a field goal. They get the ball to begin halftime. So we will see if they can prevent a score here. Best case scenario, they get a stop and get the football back and try to bring it back within a score. One man is a problem, though. His name is Josh Allen because he is delivering. Inside the red zone goes Keon Coleman. Mute with Allen, so you're safe. You have Bryce this week. True. Bryce Young, I'm excited for, man. Can't wait for him to ball out. I'm very, very pleased with my fantasy team. We'll see how that goes. Can't wait. On the other side now of the 2-minute warning. What does Buffalo have dialed up here? Under their sleeve, little outside pass wide open up the sideline. Josh Palmer. They're making it look too easy. Inside the 10-yard line. Going to briefly mention this real quick. If you are a channel member for $4.99 a month, you get exclusive member-only emotes as well as a spot in the member-only fantasy league, which could win you a jersey of your choice. Bills get 7 yards closer there with a Josh Palmer catch. Allen now going to uncork one left side. Again, it's Palmer down to the 1-yard line. Madden 26 will be a lot better for simulation with the player DNA and AI coaching DNA. I would agree. And the halftime, pregame, postgame presentation, supposedly supposed to be really good. I heard we have 3 different scoreboards to choose from next year, too, which is cool. Play clock winding down. Buffalo taking their sweet time here, as they should. James Cook gets the handoff and gets to the end zone. The Bills right back to it. How about it? Second rushing touchdown today for James Cook, as nobody was stopping him from a yard out. Big snow games. I love some big snow games, I can't lie. Once we get to like the playoffs in January again, I will for sure throw some snow on the field. Not sure I want to do that though in any October games. If you get what I'm throwing down. Pass on now for the extra point, looking to reinstate the largest lead of the day for Buffalo, and he will put it up and through. 24-7. Bills lead is 17 again. Knew Cook would vulture my score. You just knew that was going to happen. Kind of why I stayed away from any players that were already playing in somebody else's fantasy team. I just don't like that differentiation, you know. Scares me a little bit. Feels like I'm going to get my points stolen. So, I don't like it for one. We'll see how my strategy pays off in week 2. After a nice little week 3, after a nice little week 2 fantasy victory. Best on for the kickoff. Dolphins have plenty of time and all 3 timeouts as well here. Try to get back on the scoreboard. Before halftime, as I mentioned earlier, they do receive the ball. To begin half number 2, we will see what they can do with it. Down by 17. Even a field goal here would go a long, long way. Down by 3 scores. Tagovailoa got to surface his inner Dan Marino here, though. Minute 9 seconds in all 3 timeouts for Miami as they trail 24-7 on the road. Tagovailoa going deep downfield again. This time played well defensively. Knocked away by Teron Johnson. Never going to allow that one downfield. Going to throw out the live pull right now. For those of you that want to get the early jump on it, expecting a lot of love going Buffalo's way. It might be the first ever sweep in the live pull. Tua going deep again. Does not pay the dividends that time around. He will fire this one to his tight end, Jonnu Smith, brought down awkwardly. But he does have the first down up to the 38. Timeout taken by Miami. 1 minute to go on the dot. Somebody believes in the Dolphins. Heck yeah. Honestly, didn't notice till the game was starting today about Cook and Shakir. Fatal mistake by me, not fair enough. I don't blame you, though. Why wouldn't you take Josh Allen after his last couple of weeks? 5 blue jerseys on the line of scrimmage here. That's how many they rush. Tagovailoa gets this one outside, caught by Waddle. Up to midfield. Dolphins take their second timeout. This drive going according to plan thus far. They have been at this point every time, though, right around where it has fizzled out the last couple. It's been kind of brutal for Miami offensively. When you face a tough-nosed defense like the Buffalo Bills, it's exactly what you're going to get. Fins across midfield for the 4th time today. Tagovailoa going deep, and he finds Jonnu Smith pulling away from his defender down to the 20. 30-yard pickup there. Tagovailoa getting comfortable on the road. Not too cold for number 1. It's a big step and throw. Dolphins should have a guaranteed 3 heading into halftime. Tua and the Dolphins, though, searching for more than just a field goal. The check down caught by Jonnu Smith. And he is hit down by Teron Johnson. Fins take their final timeout, so they are going to try to find the end zone at least 1 or 2 more times here. Keep scoring so Josh stays busy. I like the way you think. Smart approach to the game. 21 people in chat. As previously mentioned, if you have not liked the video yet already, what are you doing here? Helps greatly for the algorithm and would help bring some new friends into chat. Dolphins are out of timeouts. They cannot afford to get tackled inbounds here. Tyreek Hill in motion. Nobody ran with them. Tagovailoa off the play action. Steps right. Fires that one. Incomplete. Boy, it looks like Tyreek Hill was wide open there. Not sure if Tua just didn't see him or if Tyreek Hill's route was going to drag him into the wrong direction. One can only imagine the answer to that outcome. Regardless, though, 3rd and 4. Final 10 seconds now of the second quarter. Bills looking for a huge sack here before halftime. Tua right back off the play action. Steps up in the pocket, dancing, and now fires an incompletion. Nothing available there. Good stop from Buffalo. Dolphins, though, will kick 3, likely take us back within 2 touchdowns. Kind of like how the game's going thus far. I'm a fan. As someone who has the Bills in my pick'em. Jason Sanders on for his opening field goal attempt here in week 3. From 32 out, he puts it up and in. Lead cut down. 24-10 now the score. 1 second to go before halftime. Dolphins, though, currently on this little 10-7 run. Trying to keep it up. What up, A-Channel? But when I throw it out of bounds from the pocket, it's always intentional grounding. See, this guy gets it. Nothing infuriates me more than Madden's inability to recognize what intentional grounding actually is. They just can't program that penalty at all. Bills will take an E, which means Josh Allen will step back out. He might have the arm for a 65-yard launch here if the Bills can kind of catch it, hook and ladder type of play, something like that. What up, Chris? Got me a ticket for this game in the Caesar Sportsbook Lounge. Can't wait. There you go. Honestly, it might be the best way to watch the game, all things considered. Final snap here of an exciting offensive opening 20 minutes, and the handoff going left side for a big gainer. That'll pick up 13 and take us to halftime for Ray Davis. Bills up 24-10. Dolphins receive the third quarter kickoff. Tua Tagovailoa feeling a lot better now after taking 3 sacks in the first 2 drives. Josh Allen does not have the arm for this. He might. Picked a good handful of upsets this week. With my luck, the whole week we'll go chalk this time. I kind of played it based on personnel and matchups in a weird way. Second half is underway, though, from Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Return taken up to the 29-yard line. And that is where Tua Tagovailoa will begin with 9:56 to go here in the second half. I don't even know who else I have past this game, to be honest with you. Figure that out later, I suppose. No biggie. Second half is underway here in Buffalo. And a right side handoff is swallowed whole. Fumble of the play, scooped up by Greg Rousseau. And the Bills in business inside the red zone. Disastrous opening play for Miami. De'Von Achane coughs it up. Wow. Have to take a look at the replay. For now, it is a fumble, and it looks like the right elbow of De'Von Achane might save Miami for the moment. I don't think this one's going to stand. Heck of a play there, though, by Greg Rousseau. Big fella almost got going. Miami would be winning if it was 41 degrees outside. Would be winning? Really? Cook's had it up. Come on, Josh. Yeah, I don't think he's ready yet. And here we go. As expected, we get the booth review. Taking a look at the right elbow of De'Von Achane. Actually, the right knee was down before the right elbow. This should be a quick review and overturn. Still going to be a tackle for loss, though, for the Buffalo defense. And the officials do make the right call. Sets up a 2nd and 13 for Miami as they retain possession. Pretty important call. But obviously, the right one was made. Good stuff. I like it. Officials getting the right call, unlike last week. Dolphins got saved on a fumble. De'Von Achane actually been the most fumble-prone running back this season. Jonnu Smith getting going again, though, physically glitching through. Teron Johnson there. Picks up a couple of extra yards thanks to some weird 0s and 1s in the programming. 3rd and 2. Joe Burrow cannot throw a baseball, but yeah, you're not wrong. I watched that video too. Jonnu Smith with the catch and run of 11. Sets up a 3rd and 2. Handoff going inside here to De'Von Achane with running room and good blocking across midfield. Tackle made by Taylor Rapp. Saves a potential touchdown. Good rush there, though, from Achane. He had 2 fumbles last week that ended up getting called back. Really hurt the Patriots, but they battled through. They and Buffalo right now 2-0 in the AFC East, one of the more competitive divisions in the NFL through 2 weeks. Tagovailoa going deep downfield. Separation for the second again. He is getting free a lot today. Wow. This game just got more interesting. Tyreek Hill showing off the speed. When it's warm out, the Dolphins can produce even more. Touchdown Miami. All right. Almost took Smith for tight end this week, but I just don't trust Madden Tua. I can't blame you. That's fair. After week 1, they only put up 10 points. Hard watch. But yeah, Tyreek getting all the love this week, which did not happen. It was Nick Westbrook-Akine and Jalen Waddle getting a lot of the love last week in their loss against New England. Extra point here for Jason Sanders and the Miami Dolphins all of a sudden on a little 10-0 run. 4-play, 84-yard drive that almost began with a fumble. It's pretty wild to think about. I like it, though. 8:18 to go in the third quarter. Still plenty of time for either team to do something good here. Looks like the Reek Week it might be. Don't forget to get your live votes in. Only 12 people have submitted who they think's going to win. 10-2 right now in favor of Buffalo. Tyreek smoking corners, yeah. Hopefully that's the only thing he smokes this season. Buffalo on the return, their opening drive of the third quarter. Starts off at the 25-yard line. Josh Allen back to it. Reigning MVP off to a 2-0 start. Trying to think of how many passing touchdowns he has right now. Believe he's got 9 total. Actually, he would have 10 with the Khalil Shakir one today. So the first quarterback to 10 passing touchdowns by far. 5 in week 1, 4 in week 2. And the 1 in the first half to Khalil Shakir as he picks out Dawson Knox here on a quick release. First play, first down for Buffalo. All right. Bills move the chains again. One of the more successful teams in first down efficiency all season long, and this guy is the reason why. Allen stepping left, lost the football, scooped up by Miami, and they take over in enemy territory. And the script flips again. Whoa. Wow. A huge turning of events here in Buffalo. Josh Allen steps into a sack and loses the football. Jalen Phillips on the recovery. Wow. Dolphins take over. Yeah, minus fantasy points, man. You can't catch a break. Josh loses the football there. I love this. Obviously, I hope the Bills maintain the victory and all, but I'm all for a tie game after this drive from Miami. Why not then? Dolphins take over with the best starting field position of the day for either team. Tagovailoa hands this one off to Devon Achane. Hang on to that football, Devon. No gain that time. Tackle made in the middle there by a couple of different Buffalo Bills. Joey Bosa in on the action himself. Miami making it interesting. Into the I formation for the first time today. Tagovailoa with a handoff to Achane left side. Good tackle made, a very important one at that by Dorian Williams. Would have been a first down and a little bit more had he not wrapped up there. 4-yard pickup sets up 3rd and 6. And the horns are buzzing in Buffalo. Bunch formation right. Tyreek Hill, the dangerous one, to the left side of Tagovailoa. Can Tyreek pick out his 3rd receiving touchdown of the evening? Tua, though, being pressured, and he is sacked for a huge loss. Teron Johnson gets home again, and I'm not sure Miami can even kick from here. 13-yard sack sets him back to the 41-yard line. Huge defensive effort from Buffalo. I think they could kick here if they'd like to. We'll see. Will they even attempt? That is the question. Nope. Wow. Unbelievable. Massive mistake there from Tagovailoa. Dolphins come away empty-handed. Stonehouse gets this punt away. It will land in the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins will go right back to it defensively. Josh Allen, though, still is having a pretty good day. 20 of 22 for 254. Just the one fumble. That's kind of tarnishing his reputation. Believe that is his first turnover of the season, which is vastly impressive for a guy that used to be very turnover heavy. Usually thanks to Ken Dorsey at OC. Bills get off scot-free, though. Defense does their job. Josh Allen backpedaling right back to it through the air. First down, Josh Palmer. 14-yard pickup. Him and Jalen Phillips getting into it on the sideline. Got a feel for a guy like Jalen Phillips after scooping up that fumble. Setting up his offense with terrific starting field position. And they do not reap any benefits whatsoever. James Cook now to the right side of Josh Allen. Those two kind of ran into each other on the previous play. Josh Allen going to make sure that doesn't happen here on 1st and 10. As he waves him right side, he'll find him through the air, but he drops the football incomplete. Jalen Ramsey on the PBU. Just the third incompletion today from Josh Allen. Can't take advantage of a turnover. No, they cannot. I'm all for this game being entertaining, but Game 7 is at 8 o'clock. I'm trying to get out of here somewhat quick. Rare miscue there from James Cook. Drops the football. They trust him, though, right back to number 4. And nothing going that time. Dolphins have done a terrific job defensively, recovering from their earlier mistakes. Jalen Ramsey that time involved in the box with the tackle. Back-to-back plays with no net gain. 3rd and 10. Huge play here in the third quarter. Right around the midway point of the third period. Khalil Shakir this time is the motion man. Pressure coming here. Josh Allen escapes. Fires on the run. What a pass as Palmer breaks free into enemy territory. What a play from the MVP. Wow. Heck of a throw. Rolling weak side, throwing crossbody a little bit low, but a heck of a precision pass from Josh Allen. That was beautiful. Big Daniel Chester bingo, there you go. You would be correct. What a pass. Bills down into field goal range so long as Josh Allen doesn't turn it over or get sacked out of it like Tagovailoa has done a couple of times. Sets his feet, fires left side, wide open again. Josh Palmer, former Charger, starting to light it up here at home. Over 100 yards receiving for number 5. This is something of a wide receiver off between Tyreek Hill and Josh Palmer. So much entertainment between these two wide receivers. Who will Josh Allen pick out here on 1st and goal from the 5-yard line? Dawson Knox gets the catch and gets to the end zone. Bills offense right back to it after a rare turnover. That is a very good play for John Zeller, let me tell you. Second passing touchdown of the day for number 17, the 11th of the season. Bills offense continuing to roll. That's great, though. No Khalil Shakir touches that drive. Minimal work from James Cook. 3:50 to go in the third quarter. Dolphins down by 2 touchdowns once again. Tyler Basson for the point after on the way, and it is good. It's the Bills 31, the Dolphins 17 on Thursday Night Football. 3rd week in a row, by the way, Buffalo has scored 30 points. I'm not sure any team has actually scored 30 points in consecutive weeks between weeks 1 and week 2. Got to think off the top of my head. Maybe. No, Washington didn't do it in week 1. Colts didn't do it in week 1. I think that's a pretty rare club to be a part of. Heck of a toss from Josh Allen, though, on that 3rd down. New York Giants have the best win percentage against the Kansas City Chiefs. Historically, that's kind of interesting. Malik Washington on the return here for Miami as he stiff arms a defender into the turf. Yeah, gets the football out to the 26-yard line. Tyreek Hill, 3 targets, 3 catches. and 2 touchdowns, 118 yards receiving. That's crazy. Quite wild, but you love to see it. You mean the Bears didn't score 30-plus each week? Not quite. They got close, actually. Not quite, though. Tagovailoa back to under center. Dolphins need a huge drive from number 1 here. Tyreek Hill in motion again. Bills got to keep 2 eyes on him at all times. Check down pass caught for a yard to Jonnu Smith. Not a very effective play there. Scoring 30 points in week 1 and week 2 sounds familiar. Does it? Who all got there? Not a lot, it seems. Tagovailoa from the pistol. Hands this one off to Devon Achane. Spins off 1 tackle. Impressively picking up 5 there. Up to the 32. Hope the Finns score quick. Yeah, at this point, you may as well. Let's hear it, A-Rod. We're yet to have an INT, so spill it. I know you've been itching to mention it. Horns are buzzing here from Orchard Park on a 3rd and 5. Every fan on their feet. Trying to rally their defense to a stop as Tyreek Hill, or pardon me, this is Malik Washington, hauls that one in, but 2 yards short of the line to gain up to the 34. Saints did it last year. I guess, yeah, weeks 1 and 2. You would be correct in making that statement. Sticking for the Sims, though. I'm not sure anybody else has. Ryan Stonehouse on for the punt here. Minimal pressure is set. This is a very good punt, though. Out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Ryan Stonehouse with redemption there. 54-yard punt pinning Buffalo. Josh Allen, though, taking back over. Been a heck of an afternoon. If you are a Buffalo Bill fan, they have led the entire way from the opening drive. Dolphins have made it close, but never really gotten to that final point. 0 ties and 0 lead changes in this one. Deep drop back for Allen as he picks out a man, a one-handed catch for guess who? Josh Palmer. Once again. Who would have thought Josh Palmer would have been the fantasy hero? Only fantasy owner with the player in action here, unlikely but true. Yeah. James Cook and Dawson Knox, though, playing to the enemy. Left side pass, Holiday, dangerous pass there. Storm Duck makes his 5th tackle. Where are we ranking Storm Duck in all-time NFL names? Got to be probably in the top 15. I mean, we still have got a lot better. DeBrickashaw Ferguson, haha, Clinton Dix. I mean, the names go on. Coleman snatches that one for a gain of 3. Little quick fire here, hauled in by Khalil Shakir. He will pay the price again after a pickup of 5. Top 10, okay. Dontavion Wicks still number 1? Nah. Cool name, but I don't know. Doesn't scratch the top 10 for me. Dolphins trying to get home here with some pressure. See if they bring an extra linebacker. They will not. 4-man rush, and Josh Allen knows exactly who is open underneath. Dawson Knox moves the chains again. Dawson Knox has been the guy to go to when you need a couple of underneath yards. DeBrickashaw Ferguson, too, because Brick is a AW nickname. That is cool. Massive first down there, though, for this Buffalo offense into the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Josh Allen uncorks one, finding his tight end. Back-to-back first downs for number 88. Knox again into the other half of the field. Looking bleak right now for Dolphin fans. First or last name is Duck. Yeah, Kool-Aid McKinstry's up there too. Good point. And this should end up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Kind of back and forth. Looks like the Dolphins were going to make it interesting for a little bit. To no avail, though. Buffalo taking back over. In control of the football and the score. 31-17 as we head into the 4th quarter. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, the Buffalo Bills trying to stay atop the AFC East and get to 3-0 with a home victory in an AFC East contest. Josh Palmer lining up top. As Allen going to fire this one complete, so Keon Coleman moves the chains again to the 32-yard line. Allen gets rid of the football in a heap. Been very impressive. Where'd I got that Tavion? Probably like 12. Same formation here for Buffalo. 5 different white jerseys on the line of scrimmage this time as they rush 6, and James Cook trying to battle for every yard he can get inside the 30. Ashton Davis, the safety, brings him down at the 29-yard line. 2nd and 7 coming up. Bo Jackson, I mean, it's a pretty cool name. I don't know if it's up there, though. Press coverage up top on Josh Palmer. Still hasn't found the end zone. How much longer is that going to last, though? As James Cook trying to get going here. Bill's trying to bleed some clock, if at all possible. Jordan Brooks makes the tackle. Well, the Dolphins need a huge sack here. Bo is a very rare name nowadays, and cool name, I will say. Looks like that is Khalil Shakir to the right side of Josh Allen. He'll act as a receiver here, and Josh Allen going to act as bait because he is sacked. Taken down by Bradley Chubb. And that creates an interesting 50-yard field goal attempt here, where a miss could change the outcome significantly. See what happens. Tyler Bass will come on for the kick. And a huge second field goal attempt here for Bass, a 50-yarder. Trying to make this a 3-score game in the 4th up, and it is good. Did you ever have it out? Bills ahead, 17, doubling up. Now Miami points to Tagovailoa and the Dolphins, searching for a miracle, if they can find one. We'll see. Fans here, though, some of the best in the NFL. I think Buffalo fans might actually just be a cold, hard number 1. Dolphins taking back over, though, looking for a miracle 4th quarter. Malik Washington with the return up to the 26-yard line. Tagovailoa taking over. 7:52 to go in the 4th quarter. All 3 timeouts down by 17 once again. Well, Miami had a very promising chance to tie the game after Jalen Phillips recovered a fumble. That was forced by Kenneth Grant. Miami, though, couldn't even muster a field goal from the 31-yard line. They get sacked out of range, and they end up exchanging the football right back to Buffalo, who took it all the way for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill going to be a deep threat and a half the next couple of drives. Dolphins got to do a lot in a little bit of time. Here's a pass across the middle. Malik Washington with his first catch of the day. Picks up 6. 2nd and 4 coming up. Miami with this very promising interception. Ooh. Trying to take my words and form it into your own little game there. I like it. Don't mind it one bit. Devon Achane in at running back here. Tyreek Hill has 2 pairs of eyes on him. On 2nd and 4, Tagovailoa escapes, but has to fire that one incomplete. Can't blame him. Joey Bosa was given chase. That got scary real quick. SM and A-Rod combining forces right now to smell a pick. Oh boy. You might be right. We'll see. Dolphins looking for their 4th third down conversion of the evening. On 3rd and 4, Tagovailoa going right side and wide open. Devon Achane keeps the drive going. Why was Jason Sanders number 7 like miniature? What in the world was that? I know you guys saw that. That's funny. Madden, get a Madden. Somebody put his jersey in the washer. 1st and 10 up to the 41-yard line. Tagovailoa down the middle finds Jonnu Smith. And he finds 8 yards. Truman about a great personality. Yeah, somebody didn't read the do not wash by hand tag. Poor Jason Sanders. Number 9 picks up 8. Been a great outing for the tight end here former New England Patriot, bounced around this division a little bit as he hauls that one in for the first down. Up to the 47. Sanders looks like he was in Madden Mobile. It's funny. Clock is stopped with 6:25 to go now in the fourth quarter. Fullback into the game once again for the Dolphins. It's Alec Ingold. Tua finds Tyreek Hill. That is his fourth catch today. Second of which has not ended up in the end zone. Hard to believe, but true. 6 minutes flat. And here we go. We'll take a look ahead to what we got coming up here with the schedule. I got to look myself, see if I can find something. As the Dolphins continue to battle. Tua off the play action. Pocket is crumbling. He sets and fires complete once again to Jonnu Smith, and he's got 100 receiving on 10 catches. Very balanced. Falcons and Panthers tomorrow night. That should make for a very nice game. Atlanta getting that huge road victory to get to 1-1 in Carolina right now. 2-0 atop the NFC South. NFC South and the AFC East right now. The top two divisions in football. Two undefeated teams in each division there. Tua off the play action on first and 10. Going to fire this to the back corner of the end zone. And he misfired that one to Tyreek Hill. 5:13 to go now. Dolphins could hypothetically settle for a field goal. Wise man using Jonnu Smith the way I use Mason Taylor. Tells me a lot about you. I respect it. Incompletion there. First target in Tyreek Hill's direction that has not been collected by number 10 as Tagovailoa is taken down by Joey Bosa, the former Charger. Gets home that time. He and Larry Ogunjobi, who I actually had no idea was a Buffalo Bill, with the sack. While nobody took Bijan this week, yeah, you're right, after last week. Could be a sign, though. You never know. Maybe he used up all of his power last week. Who knows? The 14-yard line is the target line here for Tua Tagovailoa, who will fire this one quickly into double coverage, incomplete. And the Dolphins will probably end up kicking three here. They should, but they probably won't. I don't know. Maybe there isn't a wrong decision here. Well, the offense is going to stay on the field no matter what, though. Could kick a field goal, bring us back within 14. They may as well go for broke, though. Tagovailoa rolls right, fires downfield, and he is intercepted. Picked up at the 14-yard line, returned for 15 yards. Christian Benford with the INT, and that is the dagger. There you have it. There you go, A-Rod. Tua Tagovailoa turns the ball over one more time in heartbreaking fashion, just like last week. Dolphins heading toward 0-3. Rough outing for Miami. They just have a brutal couple of weeks to open up the season. I think they'll at least win one between the Colts and the Patriots, though, especially at home against New England. We'll see. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Expect a whole lot of James Cook, unfortunately, for my buddy here. Not going to be a whole lot of passing, we presume. Could happen, though. Bills trying to string together a couple of first downs. Here's Ray Davis on the handoff, going left side with a lot of running room. Breaks the tackle up to the 46. How about that? Little 17-yard pickup there. Bills move the chains, although they get out of bounds, so that play really doesn't do too much for them. All things considered, looking like we're going to have 28 undefeated pickups heading into game number 2. RIP Sid Toriu and the mock draft guy. James Cook up the middle, shoots through a cannon, picks up 10. Ray Davis doesn't hurt, but that guy does a little bit. Up to the 42. Clock is starting to get going here, though. We'll end the live poll with a nice little 15 votes, 13 in favor of Buffalo. Play clock winding down, and the handoff is going to the running back who is animatedly set backwards, Ray Davis. Got nothing going that time. Why was Kristen Bell singing the national anthem? No idea. Hurts twice as much because it's chilly, and he will definitely let us know about it. True. Good pickup for him, that's for sure. Loss of 2 there for Ray Davis as James Cook set in motion. Allen going to fire this one over, shooting his target downfield. Boy, he just wants Josh Palmer to find the end zone. Guy deserves it. 3:12 left to go now in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 12 coming up for Buffalo. Would prefer not to return the football to Miami if they can control it. 3rd and 12 here. Would expect a pass from Josh Allen. All things considered, he empties out the backfield. So unless we have a design QB run, he will throw the football here and into the chest a little bit behind there to Keon Coleman. 5-yard pickup up to the 39-yard line. Should probably bring up a punt. Not sure they will kick. We'll see, though. Could give Tyler Bass a whirl if they choose to do so, and they will. Why not? Tyler Bass on for a season-long 56-yarder here. Play clock winding down. Snap is away with 2. Kick on the way, and it is no good. Missed it left. Dolphins take over at the 46-yard line. Kind of feared that was going to happen. Field goal really does them no good right there. Whatever. 2:26 to go now in the fourth quarter. More Tyreek Hill action at the bare minimum. And a very low-rate pulse for Miami after the missed field goal. Tua going to have to go deep here if he wants some succession, but Greg Rousseau's got him for the 3rd time tonight. Loss of 4 will take us to the 2-minute warning. Nothing going there on the right edge for Tunga Vailoa. And he learns the hard way again. They will try to get in the no huddle. See if they can get a snap away here. And they will just before the 2-minute warning. Tua going deep downfield, picking out Tyreek Hill. 152 yards receiving. Good way to go to the 2-minute warning. Should have a camera angle behind the uprights for the field goal. Not even a hot take. That is ice cold at this point. It's like the only thing I'm asking EA Sports for anymore. Good way to end it. Heading into the 2-minute warning. Tunga Vailoa looking to ride that low momentum wave here as Tyreek picks up 8 more. 6th catch. Timeout taken by Miami. They're just going to run way out of time. Should have taken their field goal. They would have had a shot. But no, they did it to themselves. Did it to themselves big time. 1:51 left to go. In regulation. Finns are down now to 2 timeouts. Tyreek Hill gets his 6th catch. Tua off the play action. Fires this one to the end zone. And he's intercepted again. It's the rookie Maxwell Hairston this time. How about it? And my voice is gone again. You'll love to see it. There you have it. The rookie Maxwell Hairston with his first NFL interception. The rookie out of Kentucky taken in the first round. What a moment for number 31. Love to see it. Good for him. Bills could probably take 3 rushes here. And the Dolphins won't even bother taking a timeout. Being down by 3 scores at all. Poor Miami. They have just lost their battle. Time and time again. Josh Allen into the I formation. Going to hand this one off again to Ray Davis. He'll pick up a yard. And Mike McDaniel going to take his timeouts back with him to Miami, Florida. Dolphins going to have to regroup. They get some extra rest, but they are 0-3. Just a yikes moment for the Dolphins. Play clock down to 4. Josh Allen going to snap it with 2. Handoff is to James Cook, left side. Pulls defenders up to the 26-yard line with a 5-yard pickup. Pretty respectable rush there. But again, one more carry, and this game is history. Finn's going to fall to 0-2 in the division as well. which is the even bigger issue for Miami. One final snap here is going to be a handoff to James Cook, and he'll find a couple of extra yards, and that'll do it. That will do it. And time has run out for the Miami Dolphins. They fall to 0-3 as the Buffalo Bills improve to 3-0 with a 34-17 home victory over their AFC East rival. And we get a stats check before we head out here. There is your passing. Heck of a day for Josh Allen, though. 132.1 QBR. There's your rushing stats. And there are your wide receiver stats as well. Another great stream. Appreciate you guys tuning in an hour early. And we'll see you tomorrow for a great NFC